Everything is created from a thought. The universe is mental. You can't do anything without your mind. You see, you can't do anything without this mind. You see, so that's why it's very important. Another thing, that you save your sexual energy, because your sexual energy is your mind. The sperm cell, that sperm cell, everything was created from sex, right? That sperm cell has become to be your brain inside of your head. And that tail is your spinal cord. And you have something that comes from the brain, which is called sperm, cum, semen, cerebral spinal fluid. It's called cerebral spinal fluid. The Christ oil. Christ means crystals and oil in Greek. So that's the Christ oil, where you have to come from within and rebirth yourself with your own sexual energy, because the sexual energy comes from your brain, but it's held down here in hell. You see? So if you can't control your sexual urges, then that means that you're living in hell. If you're thinking negative about somebody, then that means that you're living in hell. The purpose is to refrain from using your sexual energy and raise it back to your brain. You see? You have to retain from using sexual energy, because the sexual energy is what's bounding everybody to this earth and making everybody think that they're the body. Because that's the most powerful source of energy while you're on the planet. Your sexual energy. You see, the sexual energy, when you release your seed and you have an orgasm, it takes over your whole body. You're like, ah, that's how powerful it is. But if you keep it to yourself, you become powerful, because you can get an orgasm with a partner or without a partner, with money or without money. And it only lasts a half a second, and it feels so good. So that's how God tricked everybody with the orgasm, because that's the most powerful source of energy that you have while you're on the planet. So if you refrain from using your sexual energy, guess what you're gonna start doing? You're gonna start loving God, because that's the seed that God gave you in order to reproduce and procreate and bring life to the planet. And when you have a child, you love that child without even knowing that child, because that's God's love. So when you keep that to yourself, then you're starting to love yourself and build a relationship with God, because that's the creative force. Creative force. That's what you create with. And don't you know there's a creator? So the creator is living through you, but that creative force is inside of you. So if you create that creative force inside of you, then you start becoming more creative and you start becoming more intelligent. Can't you see how I'm able to talk and it just keep on flowing out like this? Because it's not me, it's the creator that's working through me. You see? When you keep that seed to yourself, you become intelligent, not smart. Intelligence. It's different between smart and intelligent. They tell you you're smart in school because you're just remembering stuff inside of a book, and it doesn't really mean anything. Intelligence is a whole nother thing, where you're the infinite intelligence of the universe, and you know things that are not of this world. Because just knowing things that are of this world just makes you smart of this world. You have to be intelligent and know the things that are not of this world, because we're in this world, but are not of this world, because our soul is not from this world. You see, we're just down here having a physical experience. We're having a physical experience. Do you don't think that God wanted to experience His creation? You don't think that God created people so it can experience His creation through people? So that's why He created people. That's why He created grass. That's why He created birds. That's why He created bees. And God is experiencing His creation through all of those things. You see, through all of those things, because everything that is moving, it is energy. You see, everything is energy. Energy, frequency, vibration. Energy can't be destroyed or created. It only can be transferred and transmuted. So anytime that God want to get out of this body right here, God can take me away right now and jump out of this body. And I can't do nothing about it, because this is not my body. You know how many people die in their sleep? You feel me? When your time is up, your time is up. We're just ticking time bombs waiting to die. So it's very important that you take advantage of your time while you're on this planet and surrender. See, I have surrendered to the higher power. See, I've surrendered to the higher power. So this situation that it looks like I'm in, I'm not in this situation because I understand that I'm not the body and I'm being powered from up there. You see, all my thoughts are coming from up there. They're not coming from down here, because I'm not down here. I'm up there, but my body is just down here. As above, so below. So within, so without. If you don't understand that God is within, then that means that you're without. Because everybody has an inner relationship with God. Some people are far away and some people are close. And how you get close to God, if you start taking care of yourself, you got to start loving on yourself. And how you do that is start saving your sexual energy. That's first. And then after that, you have to control the things that you think. Then you have to control the things that you're putting inside of your body, because the body is the temple. Everybody wants to neglect their self. You see, everybody wants to neglect their self, but this is the vehicle that you get around in earth. Once you mess this body up right here, guess what's going to happen to you? It's going to decay, rot out, get old, and you're going to have to get another one. You're going to have to get another one. You done did this thousands of times because everything that's big has always been. You can't ever remember not existing because you've always been here. When you die in the physical form, guess what goes with you? Your consciousness, because you are consciousness. Your consciousness goes with you because your body's going to go back in the ground and your soul and your consciousness is going outside your body. And the only reason why you don't remember that you done did this before, because when you go through that solar system, the solar system is going to blitz your thoughts because you got to come back and remember who you are. That's why they came. You got to learn the etymology of words. So university means the study of oneself. So, universe means the study of oneself. So that's how they came up with the word university, because university, you're going to learn everything that is wrong for you instead of learning about yourself. So that's how they came up with university from the word universe. And just how they came up with the word telephone, because we don't speak English, we speak telepathy. So the etymology of telephone is telepathy, because we speak telepathy. That's talking without talking and already known. You see? So all the words that they have created came from somewhere else, because they created the English language, because we don't speak English. We speak telepathy, just like God speaks to you telepathically inside of you. That little voice that tell you don't go that way, right though? Don't go that way. You feel me? That's the little voice that's inside of you. The little quiet voice. You want to hear what that voice sound like? You want to hear what that voice sound like? Say, I love God inside of your head. Don't close your mouth. Close your mouth and just think, I love God. Yeah, words are spells. Words are spells. That's why the first thing that they tell you to how you go back into school is how to spell, so you can spell yourself. Because words are spells. When you read something, you're being spelled. So if you are not spelling yourself, that means that you're still up under the spell.